All right, welcome back, everybody, to Blue and Blur. My name is Mark.
I'm RJ, and we're here to talk about some Toronto Maple Leaf news.
That's right. And Rick's got to do some venting a little bit.
Well,
But
not so much. It just, actually, it's like housekeeping.
yeah,
In the last couple of recaps or whatever, there's been things I've been remiss that I didn't mention. So I thought we would just do a little banger here with
right,
saying we should have mentioned. This is something that's interesting. And this is another thing that's interesting.
right. So let's first start with something
Yeah.
off topic. It's we don't usually talk about the Marlies or the Laval Rockets, but there was a pretty neat incident.
Well,
A
given
couple days
that
ago.
we're blue versus blue,
Yeah,
and our two farm teams last Saturday went at it, and in the second period, Toronto Marley Michael Pizzetta.
yeah, former Montreal Canadiens, Michael.
Yeah,
Pizzetta.
there was a bit of crossover there. We'll mention in a sec too. He comes across the ice and hits a tremendously horrible hit from behind, knocks a Montreal player down,
Yeah,
or Laval player down, and next thing you know, a real Pier Sixer took place. Yeah, a true traditional line brawl. Everybody
yeah.
on the ice. It had everything but a goalie fight, and it was quite the brawl. If you want to just Google Marley's Laval on YouTube, just search Laval Marley's fight. It's a 4.5 minute video.
Yeah.
Really good, really good. And
Yeah.
then it would end up being 5 suspensions.
Yeah, three for Montreal and two for Toronto.
And
Yeah.
Sammy Blaze, the winger that was with the Leafs for a cup of coffee this year, he played like 8 games, I think. And the Leafs put him on waivers in November.
Yeah.
He's on Montreal. He's one of the suspended players. So
Yeah, he got one game. He only got one. The other guy's got three in two
three.
games, I think, something like that.
So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I mean, if it was two other American Hockey League teams, it's just a brawl. So
Yeah, go ahead and take a look at it.
But I
It's
thought because it's our two farm teams,
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of neat that.
Yeah, it's good to see. I like seeing that. I mean, I don't want to promote violence in the sport or anything, but I like seeing a good brawl on the ice. It's always entertaining.
That's the other thing too. Like I'm not big on two gooners going at it that are just on fourth line and they stand in the face-off circle and talk. Hey, let's go now. Well, when it's a true passionate brawl that takes place over a questionable hockey play and a guy has to, like Frontier Justice took place there. Laval said that we're not going to wait for the league to suspend you 3 games. We're gonna break your nose.
Yeah,
So
and it's just,
it was a good old fashioned line brawl. So I thought it was worth mentioning.
And Pizzetta's no slouch in there, so I mean, he could hold his own. And Jack Guy got involved in there, so yeah, it turned out to be. Like, Google it, you'll see it's a really interesting place. Probably the one of the year, anyway.
Anyway, another thing I hadn't mentioned when San Jose was in town, I should have mentioned this last week. They've got a guy on their team, Johan Klingberg. We remember him. I mean, that was one of Brad Treliving's first big signings. Gave him a nice check for $4 million. He came here with a bad ankle or whatever, and eventually the Leafs shipped him off his contract to Edmonton, and Edmonton has let him go. And now he's with San Jose, and he's only played 26 games, and he's got 8 goals. He's anchoring down a power play spot. He's got 15 points, and he's playing really well. He's they're a minus team, and he's right on the cusp, and he's 0, so he's really helping out that San Jose team. Good to see a guy like that have a career resurrection because he was a really good hockey player for Dallas for many years, and so that was good. And too bad he didn't produce that kind of thing because we could sure use his 8 goals and some power play quarterbacking. And while I'm at it with that, just to mention a couple other Leafs that there's 2 other Leafs that are doing really well. And both on Boston, holding down center spots, Fraser Minton and Alex Steeves. And boy, that really pisses me off. We traded Minton and a first round for Brandon Carlo. That trade's not working out too well. He's injured, but he's been playing like crap this year. He didn't really produce anything to get us to the third round in the playoffs. So that there's another waste. Luckily, that pick's lottery protected, so it won't be as bad as it could be. Couldn't be like a Phil Kessel thing. But the thing of it is, these 2 guys, Steves and Minton, I actually was at a game. I saw Steves playing a game at the Scotiabank, and I thought this guy's not too bad. But put him on the fourth line, work him in a little third line time, and build his career up. But no, they got to sign a guy like David Camp for $2.5 million. And a veteran, 29, 30-year-old guy takes up that spot that Steves could have been learning on the friggin' job, and then we'd have this guy now, and he's playing really well for Boston. And this is what the Leafs do, and we'll get more into it one day when we start breaking down those, or we talk about why Brad Treliving lost his job. Anyway, this is supposed to be just Leaf Notes and not,
Yeah.
not get ranty.
Speaking of Leaf Notes, I've been noticing that there's a lot of empty seats
Well, that's the other one I wanted to mention.
in Toronto lately.
Just came out in the actually Athletic had a story on it today that I found interesting. They've only sold out 6 of their 20 games, and which is another interesting. They've only played 33, so they're 20-13 as far as that means. I'm going to do my math here. 49 games left. They've got they must have. They're going to, well, anyway, 2/3 of their games are going to be on the road going the rest of the way. So that's another reason why they're going to have a hard time making the playoffs. And anyway, back to the selling out thing. I mean, the Leafs have always been, you couldn't get that ticket, and to only have sold out 6 games, that's saying something about the product, I think. And
No, it's definitely feedback from your fan base.
in the quote, the management was quoted as a guy in marketing there was, well, we're not concerned, and he feels a little bit of it as a hangover from the Blue Jays. I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know
And
about
when he
that.
says he's not worried about it,
When your team's winning, people come to see.
yeah, it's just interesting because I mean that was one of the toughest tickets in town. Or is the toughest ticket in town, and it's not anymore.
Well, it's still the most expensive ticket in town, even if they're
It's
not
the most
losing.
expensive.
It is definitely the most expensive.
$45 fish and chips.
Yeah, I wanted
goes
to go
with that.
see that Montreal-Toronto game last week, and I was looking at tickets, and this is just impossible. I mean, the nosebleeds were $250, $300 each. I was like, what are you going to do with that? Like, my God, it's a $600-$700 outing for us.
Yeah, no, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, no, someone says to you, hey, I got a free ticket. You want to come down to the game? You're still looking at $200-$300. He said, you got to buy the guy the beer, and as I said, the $45 fish and chips.
Yeah.
Pay for the parking.
$35 parking. Gas to go down because we don't live in Toronto. We're close to Toronto, but we don't live in Toronto.
Yeah. Anyway, that's interesting and really telling about what's going on with the market here in Toronto. Maybe people are finally waking up a little bit about what we've got. But anyway, just to give us some, I'm going to end this Leaf Notes on a happy note, or well, not a happy note, but an intriguing note. So the Athletic noticed there, they run player polls, like they'll get hundreds of players and ask them like, who's the best fighter in the league, who's the biggest yapper, that kind of, who's the fastest skater. And the other day they asked a very interesting question: where do you think Connor McDavid will be in 2 years? And the players responded with just a little over 50% said he's going to stay in Edmonton. He's not going anywhere. Second place on the list, though, here, Toronto fans. 10% of the hockey players think that McDavid is going to come home and play for the Leafs. Rangers were third, I think at 7 or 8%, 7%, and the LA Kings, like maybe Gretzky redo, that Edmonton loses another favorite son down to the palm trees and the movie studios. But it's interesting to think that McDavid could come here. Matthews' contract would be up in 2 years, and McDavid, so, who knows? Maybe we'll... I don't know. It's just fun to speculate that, boy, wouldn't it be nice to see McDavid come back to Toronto?
I think that's wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Montreal would have a better chance of getting
I knew you were going to say that. Montreal,
right
yeah, the players didn't think so.
Montreal will definitely have the cap space by then.
Montreal wasn't mentioned, by the way, so I'm sure they're 1%. It's probably
because it was probably a poll that was taken in Toronto.
Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield said, they went like this, McDavid.
Yeah,
but
no, but if you look at the cap space that's coming up between now and the next 3-4 years,
at least they'll have the cap space because they won't sign Matthews.
Well, that's one person.
And
yeah,
I don't know. And
it all depends on where Toronto is in 2 years. So like right now, Montreal's in the end of the rebuild. So if they make the playoffs this year and say let's say they get eliminated in the first round, but they still make playoffs next year. They make the second round. They play the second round. They lose in the second round, and then if they next year after that they get to the third round. Well, that's when McDavid's contract's going to be up, and
he's going to watch the games if you already got it all figured out.
He's going to want to go. He's going to want to go to a team that's actually got a chance.
That's
to win
a good
the Stanley
point.
Cup.
So that is a good point. Like the Leafs, because I've called it. I've been here before. That I say winter's coming here. There's no out here. The draft picks are gone. The manager still likes to sign veterans and throw them 3-4 year contracts. There's no out here. This Toronto team is in a very precarious position that probably a guy like Matthews is going to go, oh, why would I go there?
Right,
win a cup.
But what if you took Matthew and put him on the market right now? What could you get for him? You could get at least 2-3 players.
Oh,
easily.
Yeah, you could still get a lot of. I mean, you're not going to get top dollar for him anymore because, quite frankly, he's not right now. He's sitting at around number 100 in scoring. Number 100.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's up a bit.
But you said it yourself with these other guys, like they go somewhere else and they shine. So maybe he'll end up going somewhere where the Toronto pressure ain't as bad, and then he ends up shining because he could go to a supermarket without getting recognized.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's the big.
Trading Matthews, you're not. He's got a no trade contract. He's not going anywhere. We're stuck with him.
Well, he'd have to ask.
Thank God he didn't sign. I mean, not when he first signed a 4-year contract. And I said, why are the Leafs not signing him to the max 8? Because they have the advantage. You know, the club that owns him can sign him for that extra 8th year. And they didn't. They signed him for half those 4 years. But now I'm going, oh my God, thank God we only, because the Leafs now have an out.
Right.
And he can go off and make $17 million playing for Utah or the Atlanta expansion club that's probably coming. I don't care.
The Nordiques.
I don't know.
The next upcoming Nordiques.
Hopefully, Matthews, we're going to do it. I mean, I hope the best for him. I would love it if he went back to scoring six, going on a run to try to get 70 goals again. Yeah. But the way he's playing, that's not. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do a Matthews video one of these days, and we'll break that all down. Yeah. Anyway, that's Leaf Notes, a new little category. Maybe one day you'll do some homework and we'll do Montreal Notes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing bad to say about Montreal right now, other than we're going to get McDavid. You heard it here first. 3 years.
You're
from
not
now,
getting McDavid.
3 years from now, McDavid's going to be in Montreal, and Matthews is going to be in Utah.
You're not getting McDavid's not getting. McDavid's probably going to stay in Edmonton, quite frankly.
I don't know.
His wife likes it there. She's got 2 or 3 businesses.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he likes it that much anymore. I think he likes it temporarily. That's why he only gave him a 2-year contract.
Well, he did. I mean, he's putting Edmonton on notice. Clearly, he has put them on notice. You get your shit together. Yeah. If we can't win a cup here, I'm going to go somewhere else. But,
well, yes, exactly. I don't think, like we've already spoke about this before, I believe. He doesn't not want to be that one NHL player that, the best of all time that's never won a cup, right? Like he doesn't want to fall into that category. And he's realizing that now is his prime, right? So he's playing probably the best hockey he's ever going to play.
He's in a very tough spot because it comes down to legacy.
Yeah,
and that's why he took the less money and did the 2-year thing.
And he's not doing that bad. I mean, the Edmonton's in 6th in the West
really
right now,
they're starting to play a lot better.
Yeah,
I don't know if the Springer for Jerry trades.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of which, Montreal's going to play Skinner this weekend with the Pens.
Skinner.
Yeah.
I keep calling him Springer. I don't know why.
Skinner.
Jerry.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Jerry
I call him
Skinner.
Skinner. My names are terrible. I'd make it a lousy traveling salesman.
Or a broadcaster. There's Springer on the
ice. A little old broadcasting. I
can't
get
a new player they got?
Yeah. I got to be nicer.
Springer with the save. Who?
Skinner. Well, you're. Let's kind
of. I'm no better. I'm not. I tease, but I'm no better.
No. He's fine. So Skinner and Jerry. I don't know if that. I don't. I hope Jerry finds his game again. He is a better goalie than Skinner, but
he's younger as well, right? He's got more time on his hands right now.
He's got a big contract though.
Yeah. So he's got more time to develop and get better. Skinner is pretty much getting to the golden years of his. Of his career.
He's a streaker, that guy. He's a real streaky. One
day
he's hot,
and streaker.
I mean, basically, if they had a better goaltender,
well, somebody obviously
they would have won. They would have won a cup. They would have won one of the. One
of the two. Yeah.
Well, the first one went down to the wire 7 games. The second one was 6, I think. But the first one, I mean, they lost the first game because Bobroff stone colded them. And they would have won that one, and they would have won the series in 6 because they ended up losing 3 and then winning the next 3 and then losing anyway. If they had won that first game, Edmonton would have a cup. And I'd love to see McDavid get a cup. There's no doubt of that.
Me too. I want to see McDavid get a cup in Montreal.
And maybe he's going to take it down the Bay Street for a ride, the cup that he wins.
That's right. All right. So you heard it here first. McDavid's in Montreal and Matthews is going to Utah. I want you to like and subscribe. The subscribers are going up. They're slowly trickling up, but it's good. It helps us. The likes help us. So don't forget to like and subscribe before you at the end of this video. And we'll see you in our next video. All right.
Yeah, that worked.
That's 2.